Today, Paul's cooking
prime rib with Yorkshire pudding.
Nice, buddy. Hey guys, it's Ken and Paul again from KBDProductionsTV. Welcome back to another Ken and Paul cooking review. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing really well.
Awesome. What are we cooking today? Or what are you cooking?
We're having prime rib.
Prime rib.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't had prime rib in a while.
Ooh, you're in for a treat, Kenny. Actually, I'm having prime rib. You're having the kale salad.
The kale salad. I gotta go.
No, you can have prime rib.
And what are the fixings?
We're gonna do some Yorkshire pudding and
Nice.
some mini roast potatoes and carrots.
Let's get
And
cooking.
of course some homemade gravy with it. With a little cognac in it. Ooh. Spilt the beans.
Now you know. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What's going on first here?
Well, we're gonna take this nice, this is pretty easy, Ken. We're just gonna throw everything together and put it in the oven. But there's a nice piece, AAA, Canada.
Oh
Nice.
my goodness.
Look at that slab of meat. Oh, this is my piece. Which one are you having?
You only got one?
I figured we could have one each. Actually, that'd probably kill me.
I'd kill anybody. Well, I guess Furious could do that.
So we'll start with a little Dijon.
This is your own personal recipe, or
Yes.
this is a lot?
This is the Ken recipe.
Oh boy, it's already looking great.
So we're gonna coat generously some kosher salt. I was gonna use the pink Himalayan.
Well, what's the no pink Himalayan this week?
You don't worry, I've got it there. We're gonna put on something else, just for you.
Oh, look how much you put on there. Lovely.
Fresh
Oh my gosh.
chopped garlic. That's why the house smells so nice right now, because we're just like, we're gonna go crazy with the garlic on this.
Wow. And how many cloves do you think you did?
Oh, I lost count.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a lot of time. Are you kidding? That whole thing of time?
There.
Nice.
Look how beautiful that looks.
That looks absolutely stunning, Paul. We wouldn't expect anything less from you.
So we preheated the oven. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start it off with the cover. It's at 425. We're gonna put this bad boy in. And I guess we can, before we turn the camera off, because we'll be waiting a while, about 45 minutes, we can season the potatoes, carrots. I got some parsley cut, and we're gonna get the Yorkshire pudding batter ready.
Because it has to
And
be
then
room temperature.
it reacts better with hot oil when it's room temperature.
Okay.
So I just put olive oil on the new potatoes, red and white.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna put some pink Himalayan salt, because I like to use it. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Some pepper. And that's all we're gonna need, because what's gonna happen, after 45 minutes, I'm gonna put this in with the roast around the side.
Oh,
and then we're gonna do
okay.
the carrots on one side, so that garlic lot's gonna slide off as it's cooking, and we're gonna get the flavors of everything in there. So this.
And why wouldn't you put that in first? Just
Well, because I'm probably thinking about an hour and a half for that rib roast to cook.
Got it.
So I don't want to overcook the potatoes and the carrots.
perfect.
So I'm going to guesstimate around 45 minutes for this. So I'm half the time in covered. That's going to go in covered again, and the last half hour I'm going to leave uncovered just to crisp it up a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a quarter. Actually, you know what? Should I do in metric or imperial? I guess a lot of American, so we'll do 1 cup. Or I'll go generous. I just went over a little bit. So a cup of flour,
Okay.
a cup of milk,
You make a nice
So-
little paste.
yes, because what you want is, it is going to go thick, and what you don't want to do is do the eggs first, because it'll clump and you'll never get the clumps out.
Oh,
So this will make it smooth. So now when I add the eggs, I'll have a nice smooth mixture. If I went the other way and put the eggs in first with the flour, you'd end up with a lot of clumps there, you'd never get it out.
Okay.
So I put 4 eggs. Ooh, 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 ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're just gonna mix this up nice, and then we're gonna let it sit. We're gonna let it put it by and let it go to room temperature.
And let it just sit there until how close to the cook time of the roast or of the prime rib?
This is gonna take. This isn't too long. This is like 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
So in the last stage, when I'm gonna uncover,
Okay.
I'm gonna put the pan we're going to put in about 5 minutes before because I want the oil nice and hot. So you want it like the consistency of a little bit of runny pancake batter.
Cool.
So this now we can I'm going to leave the whisk in because it might separate just a touch. So it's just going to go there. It's going to sit. We're going to let it go to temperature. And I guess we can turn the camera. Ken and I are going to drink right now because we're going to have 45 minutes to relax.
Of drinking time.
So
the next part of the video will be unclear.
We'll see if I'm walking like this, or like this, or
Nice.
like this.
Well, we started with these beers, but Paul has something cool for us to try.
Oh yeah, I guess.
And I've never tried that.
Well, let me finish this first. We're gonna try this, then we're gonna go back to beer.
Okay.
So this is Krabby's. This is a ginger beer, but it says alcoholic ginger beer.
So I wonder if you put like
Is
rum in that, make like a Swizzler kind of thing, or
No,
a
because
dark
this has
and stormy.
alcohol in.
That's
Well, I
right.
guess you could.
You're doubling up your booze.
Oh, so this is 4%. It's an alcoholic ginger beer
Cheers.
by Krabby's.
Definitely smelled like ginger beer when you.
Yeah, it's I find it sweet.
It's kind of like ginger ale, but it has a bit of a nip to it.
It's fun. I don't taste any alcohol though. Problem is, I probably drink 30 of these.
Yeah,
'cause I'd
that'd be a
thirsty
big
on a hot
problem.
day, and then I'd be laid out on the lawn.
Your neighbors are used to that. Yeah, it is sweet like pop. But what's that? I guess that the ginger is that little bite to the back of the palate.
Oh, listen, I hear the dog barking, and I think we're losing the dog. Had it for
Oh,
a
they're
while.
taking the dog away.
Jacob?
Macy, hello.
Bye, Macy.
Bye,
Cheers.
Macy. Cheers. Are you filming?
Yeah,
How do I know?
we're rolling. When I hold the camera pointed at you like this.
I don't believe you. My name is no. My sign is no. You gotta let it go. Listen to that beautiful sizzle.
Oh boy, here it goes.
Oh, look at that is sexy.
And so, tell me what the time did. Did it just?
Permeated aroma of deliciousness all around.
How does that work?
So I'm gonna put my potatoes on one side. Like that. My beautiful carrots. Ah, see that?
Your prime roast has a mohawk.
I want it to have a mohawk. That's a sexy mohawk. It's 45 minutes so far.
Okay,
You want to see what temperature that's at? 'Cause it's
sure. Inquiring minds want to know. What's she at?
70 degrees Fahrenheit.
And what's it supposed to be at?
We want it up about 125.
Right.
So, let's put this back on. We're going to put it for another half hour, then we're going to uncover.
Nice.
And then we'll get the Yorkshire pudding going. This here, because our next step, we're going to put a bit of oil in here. We're going to put that in the oven heat, but that's once we uncover.
But do you always use the drippings, or do you just put regular oil?
I'm going to use regular oil because I want the drippings for our gravy.
Okay. Okay, Paul, where are we?
Okay, so we're a half an hour from the last time. So what I want to do now is I'm just going to take this out because I want to uncover this. I want to brown this nicely. Look at that. That is sexy. I want an internal temperature of 125 on that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some Crisco canola oil and I'm going to put a little bit in each one. And what I want to do is I want to preheat this in the oven so it's nice and hot, so that when I put the Yorkshire pudding mix into it, it's gonna react with the heat and puff up right away. And
So
of course,
what are you putting in? Probably like what, a tablespoon in each?
yeah, tablespoon. I want enough to coat the bottom by about a quarter or just under a quarter inch.
Okay.
So we're gonna leave this uncovered now.
Got
I'm
it.
gonna put this in. And so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this now and put it right beside. And I'm gonna put this in for about 5 minutes, just so it's nice and hot. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour. Look at.
And you put it on another pan because it's going to overflow, right?
Because yeah, when the Yorkshire expands and puffs up, it pushes the oil out, and you don't want to drip it in the bottom.
Of
Especially
course,
the gas oven, it has a little bit of fire, so I have a pan to catch the
So
oil there.
it's a good preemptive strike.
Yes. Ooh!
Well, that's going to be hot now, I bet, eh?
Oh, that's gonna be hot. Hot. Let's get a little mix there.
Will it react right away, or are we going to see some type of an explosion? Oh, look at that. That's the secret right there, is it?
That's the secret, Kenny. That she is.
And what was the temperature of that stove to get that oil? That
425.
that was only in there for what, 10 minutes maybe?
No, we're about 5-6 minutes.
Wow. That's just gonna balloon up, is it?
It's gonna balloon. Okay, let's do this. Let's put this back. Oh, that smells divine. All I smell is thyme, and it smells divine. Oh, you want to take a picture of that?
How much longer?
We're about 15 minutes, 20
Okay,
minutes.
well, let's keep going.
Look,
Oh my god.
the thing is we don't want to open the oven now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the
That smells
air.
absolutely amazing, Henry. You're right. It's all about the thyme.
Thyme.
The
Smell
thyme?
the thyme?
Yeah, I can smell thyme.
Garlic and thyme? Let's scratch the lens and sniff it. It smells good.
Paul, wake up!
What? What the hell's going on? Oh,
Dude,
Kenny.
the food smells amazing. I think it's done.
Okay.
Us silly Canadians.
Just kidding.
Look at all the beers.
Ooh.
So, what's going to happen to these in a second?
They'll sink.
They sink, eh?
Oh, that smells. Look at this.
That you guys cannot believe the aroma in this
That
house right now.
is like a... Wow. That smells good. So what I want to do is I want the primer to rest.
looks like tumbleweed.
That is some tumbleweed. So I'm just gonna lift this bad boy right off onto this.
How long does it usually rest for?
Just gonna let it rest 5 minutes because it's gonna take me a few minutes to do the gravy. So what I want to do is I'm gonna
Just a sec, I gotta go back. Oh my gosh. People. Holy. Have you ever seen anything more beautiful than that? Wow. Okay, Paul.
So I'm going to push the carrots and stuff because I want this is what I want is that juice that's on the bottom. Now I could actually take all this out if I had like more of a flat bottom pan and I could deglaze the whole thing, but this one's not too... I should try it. I don't know. I'm going to lift that stuff out. I'm just going to leave this in there to keep it a bit warm. I want that fat. I'm just going to drop a little bit of water in that. Oh, yeah. Yummy.
A little bit more water.
Yeah. Fresh one. Oh!
That's fresh. That's fresh, all right. It has to be cold water or warm water?
No cold. You
Has
put
to
in
be cold,
sorry.
right?
If you put in warm, you're gonna have lumps.
That's
There's
weird.
a lump, a lump, a lump. Yeah, you want it in cold. And this
It's
is
just
gonna
gonna
fire
thicken it up for
It's
us.
gonna thicken it up. Put half of that in. Give me a minute to heat up.
They're not collapsing like normal.
No, because I put them a little bit. That will sink a bit. That was sexy.
Because I've seen them like totally sink right in.
Yeah, if you take it out too early, because you want it, once it's browns, it sort of forms a crust on it.
Oh,
And
maybe
it holds it
inside
up
it there's a
better?
big hole, right?
Yeah, and then you see them when they drop in.
Ah, so that's another secret.
Wait,
Paul, why is your knife so dull?
I don't know. It's embarrassing, is what that is. Especially when you drink. You don't want to be doing this when you've been drinking too many beers. Let's see if I can how fast I can go. This isn't even sped up. Whoop.
Show me your last injury.
That one?
Oh boy.
That was just nonsense, though. That was the silly cut. I always like to check out my nail because your nail bed's slippery.
always-
Look at the knife just grips in there. That's sharp.
Always wipe your knife after you cut it. I mean,
Yeah, you're gonna
sharpen it.
get
little bits of debris.
do that.
Ooh. It's a weapon of choice. Oh, you're adding it all, are you? Why not? Just to make more for us?
More for us, Kenny. La 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 la. Ooh, I didn't expect that to happen.
Oxo. What'd you call me?
I called you. What the? Do you see that?
Nothing came out?
Nothing at all.
That's
Nothing.
A beef.
I'm gonna put 2 of these in there. Look at.
Oxo
Is it
powder
me?
thing. Yeah, I think you've done something wrong.
Oh, see
That's
that?
yours.
How you do? Ah! That's hot. Oh!
I think boiling liquids are hot, Paul.
Yes, they are. There, she's thickening now. Look at that. Oh, Kenny. I'm gonna put a little. I want to do a shot of this too, to tell you the truth.
Bring it to the table.
Ooh, oh, let's we'll put this on the table here. We'll show we got set. We got some nice horseradish, Dijon, cognac. Beautiful. And I'm gonna put a little of this parsley in there. I gotta put some pepper. Just a touch of salt.
Himalayan.
There we go. Next we're gonna carve it and we're good to go. This is bubbling. Just gonna turn that down to a simmer. Okay.
Done.
Let's do it. Do it.
Oh, it's good, buddy.
Oh. Take that off.
You don't eat that.
You want to eat that? So right on the bone, you can feel the knife slide across, and it's gonna curve down. Unless you want to do, so we'll take that out.
And that's the whole rib part.
Yeah. So.
Oh boy. That was 120 degrees temperature.
There you go. So you can see as you get more into the center, because I had it at 125, so the exterior you're going to have more of medium rare. That's a nice medium rare, and then more rare when you get to the center. So.
Looks good to me. Oh no.
Like that. Oh, tried to get away from me.
Slow down, Paul. We got time.
I'm so hungry, Kenny.
We got time.
The smell has been intoxicating. 1 Yorkshire for Kenny.
Oh, it looks great.
1 Yorkie for me.
Wow.
Buon appetito! Perfect timing because I've done my beer. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Picture time?
Sure.
Oh, parsley. Now it's
Now
picture
it's
time.
sexy. Okay,
Wow.
let's eat.
Okay guys, Paul has plated this food after we've done our pictures and our social media.
Cheers.
Just for you. Mmm. What was this? Another Dan Aykroyd?
Yes.
Same as before?
Yes.
Nice. Paul, I think that I feel like I'm at like a Christmas dinner.
Merry Christmas.
Because that looks absolutely fantastic. All right, let's dig in.
Okay, I'm gonna put some horseradish on it. Oh!
You got it in here?
No, I just put my arm in the horse or in the.
While Paul was cooking, I'm like, you know, I don't want to offend you or anything, but is this one of those meals that you put horseradish on? Because there are some times the people cook something a specific way, and you're not supposed to add anything to it because it's an insult to their cooking technique. So
There's some Dijon there if you like Dijon with prime rib or some.
Well, you've already put the Dijon.
I love horseradish. There's Dijon on the prime rib.
And this is the creamy one.
What am I doing here?
Let's do another
Cognac?
cheers.
Cheers. Mmm. Damn, that's good.
Very nice. All right, let's dig in. This is insanely big. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. Oh, ready?
Ah. Oh. I just slid a potato off.
I got your Dijon spread with some of that thyme and the horseradish in that one bite, which was I'm extremely happy that I didn't have to go digging for it. Here's another exterior piece. If you've never tried horseradish on any type of steak or beef product, you gotta give it a shot.
Absolutely love horseradish.
I would say that is a perfect Yorkshire.
That's a
Wouldn't
sexy.
you? Because it doesn't have the huge hole in the middle. which a lot of Yorkshires do,
Huge.
or it never collapsed. And so Paul was telling me that he cooked it just long enough that it didn't all fold in on itself.
But the outside is browning, which means it's starting to crisp up. It's going to hold its shape better.
I'm in Yorkshire, meat, horseradish, carrot.
Dang.
From beginning to end, how long, once you open that package, put your Dijon mustard on it, your thyme, and then threw it in the oven to when it's cooked.
We were 2 hours.
2 hours. That's not bad. Get home right from work.
But you gotta remember, it's not like you're staying in front of the stove for 2 hours. We threw stuff in the oven. Oven's doing the work. We timed it 45 minutes in. Put the potatoes and carrots in. Another half or 25 minutes from that. Put the oil in the pan for the Yorkshire pudding. We did the Yorkshire blend, which took seconds to do anyways, and let it sit to get to room temperature.
Right.
And then 5 to 7 minutes of the oil being in the pan, Yorkshire in, and then another 25 minutes in the oven, so it's all ready at the exact same time. The key is to time it all together.
Are you ready to devour us?
I'm already well underway.
You're halfway through before I even got there. All right, guys. Paul and I are going to polish these off, and we'll be right back. Hang on.
Oh!
Paul, once again,
Can we have a nap?
nails it. You're back to the couch once again. Oh my gosh. Clean plate award. And Paul's doing the finger licking good stuff again. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have prime rib, make sure you have your horseradish, your favorite horseradish, whatever that may be. Paul and I, neither of us touched the mustard.
Although we had it coated on the...
Yeah, so I actually could taste it.
could
Almost
taste the,
pretty much any bite that you had that was near the exterior of this had that flavor to it. So you didn't want to add more to it. But this, plus the way Paul cooked it with the thyme and then the horseradish, wow.
Oh, excuse me.
And I saved my Yorkshire pudding. Paul thought I didn't like the Yorkshire pudding, but I saved it off to the end to try and scrape up as much of the gravy as possible because I had a strategy. Paul kept the best piece of meat for him to try or to eat last in his meal.
Oof.
Let us know in the comments below if you do the same thing. If there's something out of all the things on your plate that is your favorite thing, do you leave it to the very end? That way you eat all these veggies and all that other thing, and then you leave that last piece of meat like Paul did. Or I left the Yorkshire because I wanted to soak up this little last piece of that. Let us know in the comments below about that. Please give Paul, Paul, you give us.
say sublime.
So that's your one word for today.
Yeah, it was...
This will possibly make the 2017 top 10 video. I think it would, because that was the bomb.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Everything about it, from the time, like the simplicity of it, to like it's the kind of thing where you can come home, throw it in the oven. The house, the aroma in here, you can't, like usually we say, you can't describe the smell. I wish I could bottle it and put it out there so people can scratch the screen and get just a smell of what the house smells like right now with the garlic, the thyme.
It smelled like holidays.
Holidays?
Like when you walk into a house on a holiday dinner with the family, that smell.
That rib roast just like permeates everything, and you're just like, oh, an hour in, you're just like, I want to eat now.
Yeah.
I want to eat.
Yeah,
That's what I want to do.
the whole time. That's why he ate way faster than I did. I had to slow him down.
I had to. I was going a little crazy.
He's just like, let's stop.
And the other thing too is the beef bones are left. You can either cut it. I should have cut one in just to show you the difference, because you can get a rib steak with the bone in.
Oh,
just to see
right. Yeah, if you cut it the other way.
Yeah, because I'd cut it right off right away. Those are great. You can cut them individually, freeze them for later, or those things make great ribs on the barbecue after.
Nice.
You get the big beef bone ribs, and you sauce them up and char them nice, and it's a little treat.
One other thing, guys, I forgot to show you. We didn't videotape it. Paul went back to the oven about 2 or 3 times, took the roast out, stuck the thermometer in, and checked it. And he was like dead on. He's like, this roast is going to take, or this prime rib is going to take 2 hours, and literally on the 2 hour mark, again, he checked it 3 times, put the little thermometer in. It was at 70 the first time, and then I wasn't near the stove the second.
We're
the
at
second
about
time.
100, I think, the second.
Second, and then when he said, okay, this is probably the last time, took it out at the 2 hour mark, put it in, and went right up to 120, and just sat there. So that's when we knew that dinner was ready to go. And then you plated it, and we had an amazing time. Please try this recipe, and again, share these pictures with us, with Paul and I on all of our social medias. If you love these videos, guys, and you don't want to miss another one, please hit the subscribe button. It's down over there. But if you love
there,
down there, Paul. But if you love this video, like you probably will, and I knocked that over again. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Ding, 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 ding. And we'll see you next time on another Ken and Paul Cook and Review. Ken and Paul out. Boop. Today, Paul's cooking
prime rib with Yorkshire pudding.
prime rib.
Oh, let's do it again.